Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. I'm having a rather strange afternoon today. Readings keep being interrupted, and this is the second time that I'm trying this particular reading. And the first time was interrupted very rudely by somebody starting a motorbike very loudly down the road, and it sounded as if the world was about to end and set off every dog in the land. So I had to stop and start again. I am using for this reading the rather strange and curious Shadowland Tarot, and for a very specific reason. We are dealing today with Meghan Markle's shadow, and her shadow seemingly is her family. The family that she keeps ghosting, and it's a rather sad little story, and I'm going to shuffle a bit as I tell the story. Oops, and all the cards go flying out. The sad story, more collateral damage in Meghan's life, and the damage being her uncle JJ, who passed away recently of congestive heart failure. It's a horrible way to die, I know from personal experience, a long and lingering death. And Uncle JJ passed away in August, and Uncle JJ's family, his wife, children, hadn't heard a word from Meghan Markle. And Uncle JJ was Doria Raglan's half brother, to put him into the family tree. And he made the terrible mistake of sharing family photos with the press when Meghan's relationship with Prince Harry came out. Harmless, innocent photos of family get-togethers, Meghan as a teenager, and he was ghosted, wasn't invited to the wedding, despite being, of course, on the Ragland side of things, well, the melanated side of things, shall we just say. And he was ghosted, and Meghan hasn't been in touch with that side of the family since, and of course passed away. And whatever goes on in a family, and I know things do go on in families, someone in Meghan's position surely would see the virtue of, if not writing a note to Pam, the wife, personally, in that awful fake calligraphy of hers, at least getting an aid. She does have the office of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex at her disposal, getting an aid to send a note, send a card, send flowers, do something to make a gesture. Doesn't cost anything, and it would look very good. So Celtic Cross coming up, having a look at it from Meghan's point of view, also looking to see what her PR is advising her to do, and what Prince Harry thinks of this very strange relationship that she has with her family, or very strange lack of relationship that she has with her family. The press, of course, in the UK having a bit of a moment with this. Who can blame them? Compassion into action. One of them, I think it was Richard Eden, posted on his Twitter channel, and of course doesn't look good, does it? And underlying energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a brand new start on the road to riches, and possibly that is why Meghan is so eager to ghost her family and part company with them, and doesn't want to be reminded of them. She's on her way to making her fortune now, and doesn't need to be reminded that she came from less than illustrious background. Nothing shameful about her background, but maybe for her it is. So let's see what's the heart of the matter with this story, with Uncle JJ and Meghan and her family. From her point of view, Nine of Swords in the reverse, and it's just a never-ending worry and stress for her. I'm doing this reading from her point of view. Why? She has this attitude to her family. She's worried about something. She's anxious about something. See all those spiders coming down to this little person as they lie shivering in their bed at night. The things that you're afraid of, the things that go bump in the night. I did say that this tarot deck is drawn to express your shadow side, and there it is, the things that you're afraid of, the creepy crawlies at night, the things that keep you up at night, and it's in the reverse. So my sense of this card in this reading is that it just goes on and on and on. She wants it to go away. She wants the stress and the worry and the anxiety that's caused to her by her family. She wants it to go away, but it's not going away. It's getting worse and worse. Why does she want it to go away? Do they know things that she's very afraid will come out? Possibly. So what is her challenge with this family of hers? And it's the Two of Pentacles. Rather a grisly Two of Pentacles. I do apologize for those of you who are squeamish. But a challenge for her is to actually just find some equilibrium, to balance things, to get things on an even keel in her life and not be completely disrupted and thrown by her family. Every time something happens, it seems to me that it knocks her out of balance, out of alignment. It's about priorities, it's about choosing, and she really has chosen money. We can see that very clearly with this bold Ace of Pentacles sitting there as the underlying energy. She's chosen money. Her focus is on money. She doesn't want to know about her family. She doesn't want the worry that they bring to her. She just wants to put it behind her and focus on her Pentacles. And it is my merchant card too, as I always say, the Two of Pentacles. Someone's got something to offer, something for sale, and she really is focused on that aspect of her life and does not want to go back into a past that seems to cause her terrible anxiety. And we can all speculate as to why it causes terrible anxiety, but let's look and see the hidden energy in this thing, the real motive for ghosting her family. What is it about them? Well, she really just wants to. It's just so shallow. I'm so disappointed when I see this card. I was hoping for a real, a deep explanation. But all it is the star. She wants to be the star. She wants to be the princess. She wants to be the one in the limelight. She wants to be in the White House. She wants to be all those things. And she doesn't want to be reminded of where she came from. This ghostly figure clutching the pentacle is in rags, and there is a rags to riches story, is there not? And she doesn't want to be reminded of it. She just wants the richest part of the story. She doesn't want the rags. And it's that basic, it's that blunt, it's that shallow, it's that greedy and self-serving. And unfortunately, the star in this reading doesn't come across with a very good energy. It usually is a beautiful card, the card of hope, of healing, of higher purpose, of your soul, all those wonderful things. But in this case, no, it's just really wanting her star on the Hollywood Boulevard. And that's about as profound as it is, and about as capable of deep thought and deep feeling and deep purpose as Meghan Markle is. Shallow woman. So what's her focus now with her family? And she just really wants to barricade herself off from them. Nine of Wands, putting a boundary around yourself and blocking them, literally. No way through those. It's the Nine of Wands, the candles there, but it's a barrier. The Wands, Nine of Wands, is just saying, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It has always that energy of being embattled. The Nine of Wands, I'm sick of it. I don't want to know any more about you. We've got two nines in this reading already. We've got the Nine of Swords there, and now we've got the Nine of Wands, both exhausted, finished, can barely hold it together cards. She really does not want to know about her family, anyone in her family. She just has cut them off, and that's a thing that narcissists do. It's an amazing thing. I have been on the receiving end of that kind of energy in my own personal life, and it's really quite shocking when it happens. And I know that Uncle JJ has spent, poor man, probably spent the last few years of his life wondering what he did wrong and when he would be forgiven and when he would be welcomed back into the stars' embrace. But no, it didn't happen for him, and I doubt very much it will happen for the rest of that family. And so what's happened in the recent past with Meghan and her family? The Magician in reverse. She has tried her best to conjure things and to possibly make them disappear. Because what do magicians do but make things disappear and then pull them out from unexpected places? She's tried in the reverse. She has been quite manipulative, quite cunning, quite a trickster energy. It's major arcana. She's tried to disappear her family. and they haven't disappeared. It's been unsuccessful, and a magician in reverse is unsuccessful attempt at manifesting something, and so it hasn't gone the way she thought it was going to go. Oh, I know what, I'll set Daddy up allegedly with that letter, get rid of Daddy, and just ghost everybody else. But what has happened? Half-brother has gone on Australian TV and on Celebrity Big Brother talking about her. Of course, now her Aunt Pam is coming out and saying what a dreadful woman she is, and not what a dreadful woman she is, being more wisely worded. How sad they are that she hasn't reached out. It's been 3 months and they haven't heard anything from her. And so things haven't quite gone the way that she thought they were going to go. What is going to be coming up in the near future? Is she going to be forced to reconcile with them, or is she going to carry on with this attempt to get rid of them? And it's not going to go well for her. It's going to, in fact, go very, very badly for her. The Sun in reverse. And as I'm holding this card, I get a cold feeling in my heart, and a very cold feeling in my heart, and I fear, as I'm holding this card, that something awful is going to happen to Thomas Markle, and it is going to be a savage blow to Meghan Markle, to her reputation, to her happiness, because the Sun in reverse is bitter unhappiness, doom. It is awful. It's a truly awful card, the Sun in reverse. The Sun is about childhood and innocence too. Little child was holding the balloon. The Sun is a balloon in this card. Play, everything's happy. Something very dark is coming towards her in her own family. And I think it's her family, not Harry's family, because we are talking about Meghan and her family, her shadow that she is trying to ignore, trying to deny. And you cannot deny your shadow. You cannot ignore it. Something will come. Something bad will come and make you deal with it, or try at least to make you deal with it. So what advice is Meghan getting from her PR? Moving on to these cards, which I can never fit in. We'll slide them down. What advice is she getting from her PR? The Hermit in reverse. Stop ghosting them. It's literal. It's absolutely literal. And I hesitated over using this deck. I wasn't sure. I nearly used my Santa Muerte Tarot, which is of course the Tarot of Death. But no, Universe said you need to use the Shadowland Tarot, and there is the Ghost. 9, it's the Hermit, Major Arcana 9, and the Major Arcana, the Ghost. Stop ghosting your family. Major Arcana. Couldn't be clearer, couldn't be more specific. And is she listening? I very much doubt it. Does she listen to advice? I don't think so. How does Harry feel about all of this? And doesn't care. Knight of Pentacles. Harry is only interested in making money. There he is. He's literally the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are princes in the tarot. Prince of Pentacles, Earth sign. Earth sign who is very keen on making his pentacles, clutching that bag of money, that sack of gold, on that very slow snail. Along he goes, but achingly slowly, towards his goal of being super rich, mega rich, a billionaire. And they're the Ace of Pentacles. They're both in this thing. They both want the same thing. These two are all after the money. Don't care about anything or anyone else. Couldn't be clearer in this reading. So hopes and fears. Meghan's hopes and fears about this family situation. Page of Swords. It's the card of being vigilant and wary. A-R-Y, wary. And on guard, on alert, braced, ready for attack. And so she is really hoping that she can survive this, that there are no nasty shocks coming her way, that she's braced. She just hopes that she can hold it together. We've seen here from the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords in reverse. Here is the heart of the matter, heart of the reading, and the 9 of Wands, that she's tired of this. She's worn out. She's very stressed. She's very anxious. She's hoping that she can just survive this mentally, that she can withstand it, that she can prepare herself for things that might come out of the blue and shock her. And it does look like they are going to come out of the blue and shock her. And it's going to be very, very bad when it does. It's going to be very bad pages or communications. And I think she's dreading a certain message that is going to come her way. My interpretation of these cards, this reading has taken a sinister turn that I wasn't foreseeing. And excuse me, I'm losing my voice again as I'm doing this reading. Final card. Let's pull these ones down. Don't need to see them anymore. Final card, the outcome for Meghan of this, wow, this way of treating her family. We get the Ten of Cups in reverse. Couldn't get worse, really. Ten of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Two absolutely identical energies, and there they are. It tells me very clearly that she's going to lose someone that she loved. And there the dog talks, the husky talks, and shakes his head as he talks. Ten of Cups in reverse, happiness, all gone. Family, happy family, all gone. She's going to lose something very precious to her. It's going to hurt like hell. And she's brought it on herself. And she really is going to feel bad. She's going to hurt. And we're all going to see it. The Sun in reverse, very public card. Not wishing ill on anyone in this reading, particularly not on Meghan's father, but it does not bode well for Meghan, this current energy. And wow, I need to recover from this reading, and I hope you survived it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.